Hello and welcome to mine, which is a multiplayer match. So let's go. And this one is a Black Forest map played between Onanism in purple, lone Onanism, and he's playing as the Aztecs. And then in red we have RVK, TheViper, playing as the Vikings. So this is just a general Black Forest game that I got from an expert Black Forest map pack. So if we have a look here at the beginning, we can see already Onanism's come down quite a bit from his base and has built up a palisade wall to stop Viper getting through any further. And then of course Onanism can create lots of towers here to be able to attack here. Of course though, that does mean that he's going to lose some of his villagers to creating all of this here, whereas Viper can use the villagers here to quickly create a military building in order to attack, like a castle or tower, and then go back to his eco. Now the path here is quite small, and I thought this was quite funny how this gold patch here, which I think is the main gold patch for Onanism, is leaving a space of one small, so you can either build a mining camp here, or here, but it would still be a bit of a problem getting this gold, so he's going to have to focus a bit more on getting this gold up here, and these two gold patches down here. And so we got here, they're both in the feudal age now, and Onanism created a tower to attack through and tried to create this other tower, but Viper managed to get this tower up first because he had more villagers creating it. So out of these two towers, it looks like from the way things are, Onanism's tower is going to go first, and he's building another tower up here, and this one's going to try and take out this house, which I think it would be better if he took out the palisade wall, then he could get through a bit easier. But this tower here is going to be taking out this, and they are repairing it, and this village is repairing this, but they've both got the same HP if it was max, but now Vipers realise, these farms are going to be useless because they're going to be attacked by towers and they're going to get in the way and all of this, and I think he's just deleted them. So he's going to use that to create lots of military buildings, and he's going to put all of his farms over here a bit because this area is going to be protected. I mean, you could use a siege moniker to get through here, or somehow get your villagers to chop through that efficiently. You could do the same here and sneak around behind. That that'd be quite cool actually. I mean, or even just the other way around, because Aztecs can get the siege monikers, I believe, and the Vikings can't. So if we go back to the action here, let's see. Yes, Aztecs can get siege monikers. I thought they could. So this house is about to go, and these two watchtowers are getting rid of this house. It would be better. I mean, only taking it down by 1 health. It would be better if there was some villagers in there to help get rid of it, but you've got some villagers here on stone, and they're both going up to the castle age. Yeah, they're both going up to a castle age, and you can see these villagers here trying to build that castle. And you have, how many villagers do you have here? 6 villagers creating that, and this castle was built up first, and it didn't. He fired on the castle, and he should have fired on that last villager, and he might have just about stopped the castle from being built. But oh well. So it's these two castles are going to fire at each other. What's Viper got in this castle? He's got a villager, and this petard, because he's sent all the villagers over here. His first petard came over here as well, but he needs to attack that castle, and so there's a petard in there, and he's just waiting for enough resources more to get a few more petards. But if you have a look on Onanism, he's creating the petards, and he's a set gather point on that castle. But if you watch this petard, this one doesn't actually attack the castle. I think he's focused a bit more. Onanism is focusing a bit more here, but that petard goes, but it still does damage to the castle. And here comes a battering ram, but let's see, where's he's just ungarrisoned those 2 battering rams, and so this castle was actually doing worse because it's had more petards firing at it. But if we just skip a bit, and come on, there you go, release those petards, and now Onanism's castle has got less people. But this petard Nope, doesn't quite destroy it, needs another battalion to do so. And villagers here are repairing this castle, but they are going to die. And that battering ram got rid of that battering ram, and that castle's gone. And there we go, that's that battering ram destroyed. So now this castle will easily get rid of these watchtowers here, and up come these people to get rid of to build up a stone wall to stop Onanism from getting in. And so Viper here played quite defensively to begin with, and built enough military buildings to repel the enemy, and created enough military just to stop that, but didn't what's going on? Oh, these battering rams managed to get in again, but these mangonels are getting rid of it, so that's not a problem. And he's got a couple of berserks to help sort that out. Yeah, sorry, so Viper's playing quite defensively to begin with, and managed to repel Onanism, and he's sort of pushed him back just a little bit. I mean, Onanism has got these buildings here, but he did also have the watchtowers and the castle, which Viper has managed to reclaim the land that was on. And so that castle would go with a few battering ram hits and a few trebuchet hits also, but repaired it just a bit, so it's now not on big flames, and building a gate so it can work its way through. And if you can get a few more battering rams and take these crossbowmen through, he could quickly get rid of this watchtower and all these eagle warriors. Might be a bit difficult because the eagle warriors have got now 8 pierce armour, and these crossbowmen actually have 7 attacks, so they're not really going to do too much. I mean, it might take all of them a few hits to destroy. Now here comes 6 capped rams, which have been taken out by the mangonels and the crossbowmen, and here comes the elite eagle warriors. And instead of repairing this wall, because for some reason repairing stone walls takes ages, a lot longer than just simply building another wall, so Viper's just created another wall. So he's got this wall here, which is very nearly full health, and then the wall behind, which is, if anything, less than half health, but that means he's got about 1.5 walls health worth. And how much range? 8-2 and 8-2, so they're both on the same range. Then Onanism is in the Imperial Age, and Viper is going to soon be in the Imperial Age. Soon one of the first things that Onanism will go for is that's the only blacksmith he's got. He's not upgrading anything at the moment. He hasn't really got much resources either. Viper, however, is doing a little bit better in terms of food and gold. But let's see, this barracks is going, and he's got some more crossbowmen. He's going to get a few more upgrades. Blacksmith, yeah, he's getting braces, so he's going to get that extra attack and range. Nice coffee. He's got this petard here that was the one that went over earlier. This barracks is about to go, and these elite eagle warriors just spamming patrol. Looks quite funny. But up here we got barracks, siege workshop, monastery, and various houses, of which this villager is building just because he can. And let's go back onto Viper. Let's speed things up a bit. So here we have Arbalest. So now they've got 9 attack and 8 range, which is pretty nice indeed. And here comes the stone wall just to help, but it's not going to do too much. I mean, these Arbalests are going to, they destroyed those two mangonels, but they're not. Oh, there we go, that's that one gone, but that one went anyway. And so let's see, these champions only got 1 armour, 1+ armour at the blacksmith, and hasn't got any upgrades on the attacking front. But are these champions going to go up here and see all this? I mean, unfortunately, because it's on explored, I can't see the fog of war, so can't see whether Viper has actually seen this. But one thing Viper could have done was mining camp to get that stone. Yeah, because it's on no stone. One thing Viper Onanism could have done was built a bit further back, because the Viper's probably going to see it. If Onanism built, you know, much more further back and built a bit of a barricade, then he'd be able to attack and flank them easily. He could come and approach him with some mangonels and onagers and quickly take out all of his arbalests, which would be great. And here comes the siege workshop. There's another trebuchet there, and this siege workshop is about to go. And so now Viper's managed to push back Onanism all the way back to here. Just put the time on. All the way back here, and here's another siege workshop. There's some capped rams, and... oh, I heard a relic. Oh, here's some more stones. Here we go, siege rams. So once these walls are got through, he's going to try and get through these walls and these walls, and these villagers are trapped, so they'll probably just build a lumber camp up here and keep them busy. But these trebuchets are stationed here, ready to take out anything that tries to work their way through. And if we... oh, that's that trebuchet gone. Because the siege engineers, one extra range, which is... might only seem like one, but it's so useful. And these trebuchets, those three... let's see. Oh no, it didn't actually get to it. The onagers seem to do more damage to the siege rams than the trebuchets do. And that's that trebuchet gone. He needs to quickly go in with the... oh, that's one siege ram there gone. He quickly needs to get in with these mangonels and take out all of these onagers. But he's trying to... as you can see, these arbalests here. One hit here, one here, and one here. There you go. The onagers hardly lost health, but there's a villager here repairing. And that's another siege ram gone. So Onanism's really dominating here, but he's got these here which are just ready to open fire. That's the onager gone, which is just about upgraded. Another siege ram gone. And what is this going to do? Not quite anything. Is it going to destroy the trebuchet? Yes, it is. And got rid of those two onagers as well. So he's doing much better here, but he's got... Onanism's repairing these trebuchets, where no one's repairing this trebuchet down here of the Vipers. And it's just a case of just siege throwing lots of stone and fireballs at each other at the moment. Not really much they can do, and it's really just a case of sending in a few onagers in a staggered line, taking out as many of these as they can. And by staggered line I mean, you know, one here, one here, one here, and one here, so that one siege on one onager doesn't destroy all of them at once. So just more walls going up, and look at all these onagers, how much they need to... they're going to get rid of these villagers, I assume, and its trebuchets have moved back a bit to repel all of this, but Viper's just trying to push through with as much food and, well, wood and gold needed for these siege rams, so he's trying to get as much of that as he can. And has he run out of... oh, it's got champions up here. Has he run out of gold? No, he's got some... actually, that's kind of it. So after that, he'll have to either rely on relic gold or from... oh, that's that onager's gone. Or from just selling off food and wood at the market. And that, sending those villagers in was a bit silly. And what's he got? He's got a few more onagers, a couple of siege rams, and in he goes, trying to make a final push to get rid of all these siege, use these champions to get rid of that. I mean, if we have a look in here, we've got siege workshop, castle, town centre, siege workshop, and a few barracks. But apart from that, and apart from a couple more barracks and maybe a monastery, there's not really much else of Onanism that needs to be destroyed. I mean, he's got lots of champions coming out. Are these, how upgraders are these champions? Yep, 21 attacks, so they're going to do pretty well. So these champions didn't bother about those two light cavalry. They're just going in trying to take out as much siege as they can. He hasn't got chemistry yet. Onanism hasn't got chemistry yet, which could be quite useful. And after that short battle, villagers quickly building up these walls. Has he taken... yeah, he's got rid of... where was that gold? I guess the gold was here, and he managed to get it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So these onagers here, a little protection here, but if we have a look at resources, not much gold for Viper. He's got plenty of wood and food, and Onanism is not doing as well for wood and food, but still doing a little bit better on the gold front, but not as good on the stone front. So another castle going up here, which he needs to be careful of, because Onanism could bring in some trebuchets and just destroy them, destroy the castle. Just trying to work his way through this, and if he can get rid of these buildings as well. You're probably best not to destroy them with the trebuchets from back here, because the onagers will just come in and rip through them. But if you can just get rid of the walls here and send all the people in, that could work. Is he going to get rid of... Nope, nearly got rid of that captive ram with the champion, but these pikemen are just going to go. He's started to now rely a bit on light cavalry and, well, both of them really, like the light cavalry, the pikemen and the skirmishers. So there's not much here, all upgraded to a siege ram. Got onagers, that one's low on health. Nope, just one hit needed. And if you can get, he needs to create quite a lot of pikemen at the moment. He needs to create no, not pikemen, what would be best against it? Probably archers actually against these champions. But there's no protection here, and all of this is running back. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do. Is he just going to allow this castle to be destroyed? Yep, he is. Oh, he's just getting rid of all of these walls just to allow him a bit extra room. But Onanism is pushing in, and it could go either way here. Here comes some siege onagers, which will rip down through the forest if needs be. Light cavalry sending him into pikemen, not such a good idea. So this is going on quite a bit. It's being pushed back one way or the other. Castle being built on a hill, so it's got maximum... Oh, that was a good hit. Maximum firing. Lots of champions and pikemen. That's quite useful actually. 12 attack for a pikeman, especially if you're against a light cavalry. Although I did find that they don't act... It's not like they have a ×3 attack against cavalry. These pikemen, I found out they literally just have an extra 10 attack for pikemen, and any attack bonuses you get from the blacksmith or even through Garland Wars don't actually help. The bonus much, as opposed it only just sort of adds the extra 1 or 2 attack, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. So Onanism here has used these siege onagers to try and work their way through, and unfortunately can't see how far that outpost is looking, but has built a wall here, and Viper's built another outpost here, just in case they decide to come through with siege onagers here. But when it comes to a situation like this, there you go, just do that. Well, that's one possible way of doing it. But the other way was to not go through the thinnest patches, but to go through the big patch, thick patches like here, and then you come out onto here, especially with this ice patch, because you know no buildings can be created on the ice patch, which is quite useful. And he's having to run back. Viper's having to run back to get rid of those champions, but he's got this gap here. He needs to fill that up, and just not really much is happening. So I'm glad I'm speeding things up, and I believe that's all the. I guess it would be all the wood and stone. Sorry, wood and stone, gold and stone riddle. Villager lost, but. That's the beauty of being Aztecs or another civilization that can get siege onager on a map such as Black Forest, because you can just simply just cut through the forest and bypass the walls, and lots of dead farms. Viper hasn't been able to sort them out. He's doing okay on the wooden food farm though, so he doesn't need to worry about that. And oh, crikey, come on, do decent hits. Wow. That's a lot of people gone, which is very nice indeed. And there we go. Oh, such a good hit from that trebuchet. Oh, and Viper has resigned. Bit of an unusual place to resign. I guess maybe he just felt it was going on too long. I mean, he could have pushed back. We have a look at the resources. He's doing much better for resources. But maybe he just realised that Onanism will just cut through here and just constantly attack with more siege onagers, and he hasn't really got much gold in order to do anything else. So I think that was a bit of an abrupt end, but oh well. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next part.